Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're taking a look at the Hondo build. Stick around. Alright, once again, we are taking a look at my Hondo build. If you don't know what that means, if you've ever seen the 2003 movie Swat with Colin Farrell and Samuel L. Jackson, with Samuel L. Jackson obviously playing the role of Hondo, this is my copy of Hondo's rifle. And actually, most of the AR-15s, or M4s as they call them in that movie, are all pretty much put together the same way as this. The first one you see is Hondo's, and it looks really cool, and I've liked it for 21 years now, and finally I'm like, you know what, I think I can build something that'll look just like Hondo's gun in that movie, and I think I've fairly well accomplished that. What we have here, this is a Palmetto State Armory Freedom rifle kit. It was a kit that I picked up for $299 right after Christmas, and then just paired it up with any stripped lower receiver that you want to throw it on. It came with the detachable carry handle, which surprisingly enough in the movie, I found it really interesting when I really started looking in deep to put this together. They were using a rifle that had a detachable carry handle. It wasn't a fixed carry handle, it wasn't an A1 or an A2 upper, it was a detachable carry handle upper. Yet they still mounted a Trijicon ACOG on top of the carry handle instead of mounting it down on the rail and getting rid of the carry handle. Now you probably notice this is not an ACOG. This is a Primary Arms Gen 3 3X Prism scope. I went with that because this is a fairly budget rendition of the Hondo build, and if I was to buy an ACOG, it would cost more than the rest of the rifle put together, and I just wanted something that looked pretty similar, that shot very similar, and just be fun to have and check out there. And the Primary Arms Gen 3 3X Prism scope has outstanding reviews, has a lifetime warranty, and it's like 275 bucks. And it's got the ACSS reticle in it. I really like that reticle. It's a great reticle. So no Trijicon. The rest of this should look pretty darn close. I think the aspect of the Hondo rifle that stands out the most, that's the most noticeable, is the Surefire M500A forend. Not only is it the Surefire M500A forend, but he had upgraded his to the turbo head. The problem with these, they haven't made them in 20 years, maybe more. So there are no new ones of these for sale. You can't find them. So this is a police trade-in handguard, and if you're not familiar with the Surefire M500, it is a carbine handguard that has a built-in weapons light. It actually has a couple, and we'll get into that. But anyway, they haven't made them in 20 years. So I got this on, trying to think here, probably should have thought about it before I started doing a video. I think I got it on Gun Prime or guns.com, one of the two. But this is a police trade-in, so this forend was originally on a police gun. It's a police trade-in I got for like $99 used. It came with the standard head, and the standard head is much smaller diameter, and of course I wanted to go to the turbo head because that's what is used in that movie, is the turbo head. The really cool thing is now there are aftermarket turbo head LED turbo heads, which is a huge difference because these are so old, they haven't been made in so long. They were all incandescent, and one of the opening scene in SWAT, Colin Farrell and Jeremy Renner's characters are using these in the dark, and you can see that it's a very, very yellow light that is not very bright. It's because it was incandescent bulbs. So this is an aftermarket turbo head that has an LED. The original Surefire M500 put out a whopping 225 lumens, aka almost nothing. This LED upgrade puts out 2250 lumens. So it gives it the look, plus it gives it a much greater usability than even the original. Now, take a quick look at this Surefire M500. You have obviously the big light. You also have these little navigation lights. They're just little small, like actual, like old school diode type LEDs. They're very, very dim. Either way, either the one that you want to use, you first have to turn this switch on the back of the light on, but nothing's on. And then you've got a little button right here, and that's for your little nav lights, you know, just enough you could like see where you're stepping walking down a hallway. And then you've got this big ol' honk of a button. Listen to this thing. That's a switch from back when they made switches like switches. And that is for the big light. See, it's bright. So you can turn that on and off, or you have a pressure pad right here. This pressure pad takes very, very little pressure to operate. But that is a bright, bright light. So really, the PSA Freedom Kit, if you look at the pictures in the movie, you look really close, it's the same stock, it's the same configuration. Really all you have to do is throw a Trijicon, if you want to spend the money, a Trijicon clone, or get something way better than a Trijicon clone, but way cheaper than the Trijicon, that Primary Arms Gen 3 3X Prism Scope. They're not paying me. I bought this with my own money. I just really like it. So I'm promoting it because I like it. I'm not getting paid to do it. I didn't get given anything to do it. I just really like that 3X Prism. And the Surefire M500 looks really cool. But let's go ahead and shoot this thing. As you can see, I already had it round chambered. Turn it off here, and let's go out. Start off out here at the 60 yard. Let's go with our 10-inch plate. Shoot the 4-inch plate. And it's just too easy. 10-inch plate, 4-inch plate. 60 yards is a walk in the park. Let's go out here to 100. As you can see, the big white there, that is our silhouette. So easy to hit offhand, even at 100 yards. If you look, probably hard to point it out, right about there, down and just to the left of the silhouette, we have a red painted AR-550 head. Let's see if I can hit that head. There we go. There we go. And we are out. Not even taking time on my shots, I was able to sit there offhand and hit that head pretty easily. Let's go see what this thing will do off the bench with a 3 power. We'll be right back. All right, we're set up here at 100 yards, and we're just shooting some cheap Field Dynamics 55 grain full metal jacket. Nothing fancy, but just see what we can do at 100 yards. Let me get my phone scope going. All right, we're recording on the phone. You should see it up here in the corner. That way you can see where we're hitting here. Well, let's just see what we can do with this 3X Prism Scope. And cheap ammunition on a really, really cheap rifle kit. And we're just going to go for the center bullseye. We do a couple of groups. I'm not even going to look at the camera to see what it looks like till I do the second 3-shot group. So that was at the center bullseye. I think for this one we'll drop to the bottom right bullseye. it. Let's take a look. So that first one, that looks to be about 1.5 inch group. Second one, it looks like I put 2 bullets in the same hole and then one dropped about 1.5 inches low left. Yeah, that first shot, it's not much over, it might actually be within 1 inch. We'll go look them up close and take a closer look. But you know, with really a 3-inch red dot, not a red dot, 3-inch prism scope, I keep saying 3-inch, a 3X prism scope, I think that's pretty good with cheap ammunition. Let's, we're gonna go shoot this some more and then we'll go take a closer look at that target. All right, just for fun, I'm gonna take some 100-yard headshots from the prone position. I mean, I don't know why somebody would be trying to shoot at somebody's head from the prone position at that distance, and maybe even a little more, like maybe 130 yards, let's say, but let's just see if this is a doable shot. Now granted, I'm not on a steel roof, and nor would I, because it's really hot today and I would bake. Let's see about making some 100-yard prone headshots. I'm thinking if you were 100 to 130 yards out with this thing in prone, the person you're shooting at might be in trouble. I definitely have no qualms with the accuracy of this rifle, considering the configuration. It seems to shoot really, really accurately. I've gotten sub 1 inch with this rifle with a SIG Romeo red dot and a 5X Juliet magnifier behind it. And this 3X Prism seems to be just as good. I really don't feel like I would have any problem making a shot out to a pretty good distance with this, especially if I actually took my time, because as you can see there, I was taking no time, like, at all, and pretty much went 20 for 20 on that head. So yeah, I think this could be dangerous. Anyway, I really love the way this looks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. The Hondo build was a lot of fun, and I think it's a really neat look. And like I said, I've loved the way the rifle was set up since I saw the movie for the first time in the theater in 2003, and I'm happy to kind of add this to the collection of the my movie-based gun builds, which I've got some more coming. So make sure that you're subscribed and have the notification bell, so when those next builds come up, you can see them. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.